Because most of what you've been doing has been on social media and people have been asking. We have some Gola, Gishi people who are around, African Americans. What is happening? What are they doing here? They are brothers and sisters, so people have been interested in what you're doing.
Yes.
So indeed, we are extremely happy. And I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Farm Boutique.
All right.
Shall we recognize Amadou Masani
Yes,
and
ma'am.
of course Tamba
Yes.
and all those in the Farm Boutique organization. From the government perspective, we thank you very much.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
We are thanking you for many things. But first among most is for the fact that you have been able not only to rebrand Sierra Leone, but to be able to bring along 50 or more African Americans from North South Carolina, from the Gola kinship to Sierra Leone. This is the biggest group we've got for many, many years.
Right.
The biggest we've got for many, many years. This means a lot to Sierra Leone.
Indeed.
Because you are coming in at a time when we are rebranding this country. At a time when we want more ambassadors abroad.
Yes.
At a time when we need neutral voices.
Yes.
To speak on our behalf,
yes.
To tell our stories, to tell them the goodness of Sierra Leone. Somebody said Sierra Leone's value is underrated and underestimated globally, and it's true. Because we have not been doing enough to let people know that Sierra Leone is a competitive destination.
Yes.
Here we are today in a country where we are reviving the economy. We have large number of young people in school, out of school, no jobs. We have resources that we need to add on. We need to ensure that it pays the resources that we need. We as a government, we've made human capital development as our goal. So what does this mean for people like you to come? It means there is hope. Listening to all of you, the interest you've had, the different skills that you have, it means Sierra Leone is going to profit, is actually going to benefit from this visit. Yes. Because all of the areas which you've highlighted are areas which are in need of development in this country.
Preservation. Yep.
We need development in all of those areas. So this is very important. I know you have come to link up with your ancestral roots. Because today in the world, we are talking about year of return. We are talking about how do we celebrate? How do we link up? How do we ensure that African Americans come back to their roots, link with their heritage, and help to develop the local economy?
Yes.
So it's a very, very important time which you've spent to come to Sierra Leone. We all know what is happening in other places, like Ghana, that have been able to bring over 200,000 different people. Some of them are mere tourists, but through the connections, a lot of activities are going on. We also are doing our best to ensure that 2020 becomes our own year of return.
Yes! Yes!
And of course, you are going to be the showcase for that.
Yes.
You will be the showcase for declaration of our year of return.
Yes.
So people know that we have started.
Yes.
But that independence will make the declaration. What does it imply? It means that all the 6, 7, 8,000 African Americans that their DNA have traced them to Sierra Leone, they have all expressed interest to come.
Yes.
And I know we've had quite a number of people who have come over to us for us to be able to make those arrangements so that we start to bring them to Freetown, bring them to Sierra Leone, not necessarily Freetown, because a number of them have their roots in other parts of the country. This is big for us.
Amen.
This is huge for us, what is happening here. Now, as we sit here, many people across the country are listening to what is happening here. They are listening to what you are saying. And slowly people are connecting to you. And if they are connecting to you, it means that we need to work together in terms of the aftercare processes.
Yes.
Of all what you've said.
Yes.
We have ministries, we have agencies, we have NGOs, we have CDOs, we have CSOs that are ready to work with you, that we want to share of what you have, in the sense that they can be able to ensure that they work with you to implement your dreams, your passion, what you want to do. So this is really great for us. Now we also like to mention that within the tourism sector, we have tried very hard in the past 1.5 years for us to rebrand Sierra Leone, both in the tourism and the cultural sector. We've been to many parts of the world. That's the very first time Sierra Leone, within 1.5 years, has been to over 10 destinations. It has never happened before. And we go there to tell the Sierra Leone story. We use the media. But what this means is that the individuals, people like you, are more important in this business, because as somebody says, your acquaintances, your social media connections, your schools, your churches, your communities, your local councils, you will take all of these messages to them. So you have actually become part of the rebranding of Sierra Leone. Right. And I will proclaim all of you as ambassadors.
All right.
Ambassadors for rebranding of Sierra Leone. Because I know through one person, we will have hundreds of people to come.
Right.
Hundreds and hundreds of people to come. And also in the tourism sector, we are at a time when we are looking for champions. People like Amadou.
Yes.
Who can relentlessly, as Sierra Leoneans, sacrifice their time to bring people to do this work. Because the markets, the tour operator market is still very weak. So we need people who can do these kind of things for us, who we can encourage as government, for them to be able to be the bridge between us and those abroad. So we have more and more people to come, more jobs to come, more development to come, and maybe for the young ones, in fact, maybe more marriages to come.
Hey, why not? Why not?
So